did you find after the first game? What was the best things that you found that the team accomplished for your first game in exhibition?
I thought they played well together. I thought that the game didn't get sloppy, so we were very unselfish. And I really liked the flow of the game. We pushed the tempo, which we wanted to do. We ran offense. We didn't shoot the ball as well as I'd liked. We had too many turnovers, but I like their chemistry out there so far.
So do you think that you're going to have a problem since you're just loaded? You didn't have Shumpert, you didn't have Chavez, who are two starters, and you still just looked unbelievable for your first game. Probably the best you've looked since Adams and Marsh and something like that. I mean, do you really, how are you going to fit all these girls in?
Oh, it all works itself out, trust me. So they work hard, they'll play. And, sometimes the rotations get a little bit smaller with certain players, but it's a good problem to have. So, quite frankly, it's really not a problem.
Coach, is there anything that's going to be a point of emphasis for you and your team on Saturday that you're going to try to work on?
Our defense has to be better. Our gap defense has to be much better. This team is better, and they're a lot better. So our gap defense has to get better. Our turnovers has to lower. It's 12 or less, 3 or less a quarter is what we want. I liked our rebounding, so we got to stay with that. And, our outside shooting I know is going to be better. There's times we were 2 for 14 and we just weren't very good shooters. We've got shooters on our team. So it's a matter of them getting just the nerves out of the way and setting up shops.
I noticed that Kiana, last year she started out so bad, and it's probably because of her injury, and then she got really good, and now I can see she's upped it even more now.
Yeah.
Is it because of the new girls? Is this something that she knows that she's got to improve? Because she really looked good this last
Well,
year.
and I think it's a matter of being her third year. So she, players hopefully develop and get better every year, and that's what she's done. And, next year, when she has a good year this year, it even gets better next year. But she was only a sophomore last year. And she had a really good freshman year until she got hurt. After the injury, she was really gun shy. So that being said, I think Kiana just keeps getting better every day. And every year you're going to see a great deal of improvement from her.
What about Jasa too? You were probably just shocked that she scored that many points, really. I was a little.
Yeah.
She looked so smooth. Her hands looked so good. She didn't have hardly any turnovers at all. She just looked. She didn't score a lot in high school. I think 14. But that was pretty impressive too.
Yeah, Jasa's good. And we know. Knowing her, recruiting her, her high school team was very good. So she wasn't going to score a lot of points in high school, but they were a very good team. And she's doing exactly what she's supposed to do. Let the game come to her. When the game comes to her, like it did the other night, it wasn't like she was jacking up shots. She was just getting overboard putbacks. And then she started posting up, and she was getting layups. So she's got a nice outside shot, too. But, again, she didn't force anything. And, there's a big reason why we were really heavily on Jasa, because we felt she was going to be a really good player.
Well, and then Otto, that move she made, I don't think I've seen anybody make a move like that. That it's just so cool.
She's an instinct kid. You can't take things away from her. She's going to make some mistakes, and she's going to put up, maybe some interesting shots. But at the same time, she's a basketball instinct kid, and I'm not going to take that away from her.
And then don't you think Owens and Brian, they handled the point pretty darn well for the first game, for an exhibition game?
That I thought. I thought Linnea and Bryce, I thought Bryce started it, and she did a really, really good job. And then, I think Linnea came in and had some quality minutes, and they both ran the team well.
And then Johnson, gosh, that's amazing, being away for 2 years.
Yeah.
I thought she played really well, too.
Yeah, she's improved, and she's, she's more mature. And she was always mature when she was here, but she looks good. And our posts are a good group of posts, and the rotation's going to be as such where whoever has a hot hand is probably going to play the most. I can still, there's not one player I can't play. So I can play 14 players. I just don't know if I can play 14 players in a game. Somebody might play one game that plays more another game. You don't know what the hot hand is, but I like our depth.
And what about New Mexico State game? I noticed the men and the women, they both play them earlier this year, it seems like. With the second game of the season, Isn't this unusual to play in the second game or not?
I don't know.
You're not sure? Yeah.
It's just a matter of
I mean,
when
it's good because New Mexico State's gotten good. They're a
Yeah, they're
very
really
good
good.
team,
They're
and
really
I think
good.
That's
it's wherever it falls in the schedule, really.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's a rhyme or reason to when we play them the first game or second game. I think it's just how it fits
I
in.
just thought we, like the men and women, we just always played them 5th, 6th, 7th game down the road
Yeah.
and then played them again. I just thought that
Well,
was
I think
awful
we
early.
did at some point just because we only played them once for a long period of time. Now we're
Yeah.
playing them twice again. So,
Yeah, that could be too.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Any
don't-
concerns with New Mexico Highlands?
There's always concerns when you play an opponent. You know, how well you're going to play, how well you're going to take care of the ball. They're going to come in and play hard. This is their big game because they get to play in the pit. Brianna Finch has done a terrific job, and I like her, and I like what she's done there. So it's a faster, more transition team that is probably a little bit more talented than the Western team just because they're just starting out, and Rusty is. But I think they're gonna pose some challenges because they can shoot well. They're all little guards, so our posts have to make sure that we, get on them and know where the shooters are, really.
What about Kenesha and also Chavez? I know Kenesha was just sick, but is she gonna play?
She should. I mean, she's
Okay.
feeling better, so it's all up to how she's feeling, and I don't want to take a chance because we got a real game coming Friday.
And then what about Chavez? So what kind of timeline?
Yeah,
I hadn't heard anything.
That I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, probably another week or two.
Another week or two.
Yeah.